Are you ready for another nighttime spectacular in Orlando? Well, signs point to a full-on green light go for Epic Universe, Universal Studios' latest theme park and a darling across the industry, likely to get one heck of an upgrade and maybe even nighttime tickets. You will have to see to believe. We'll tell you all about it on the other side. It's a great day. It's a groovy day, folks. Welcome back to TPP, where all the news should be fun. And this video, if you're a fun seeker, is just for you. Let's talk about the latest coming to Orlando, to Florida, to the Sunshine State. And my, oh my, is it ever great. It's Epic Universe, and it's a huge plus. Click the like button, and we must discuss it right now. They're plussing up Epic Universe, folks, and we are very excited about what we see. Blog Mickey reporting this. It says Epic Universe Cosmos Fountain drained for infrastructure work, and a new permit has been filed. This thing's brand new, so what are they trying to do? It may be that they're adding new features. And what does that mean? Well, we'll explain in just a second. New aerial photos from friend of the site BioReconstruct reveals ongoing work at the Cosmos Fountain in Celestial Park at Epic Universe. The fountain is the main show fountain at the theme park, and it is rumored to be the hub for an upcoming nighttime show. Here's the latest, including aerial photos and a permit that may shed light on the work. You can see the wonderful fountain. It's been compared to the Bellagio. It says the fountain was drained recently to accommodate new construction in and around the fountain. Typically, the fountain is a relaxing area during the day to decompress and enjoy the occasional dancing fountain show. At night, it comes alive for a final kiss goodnight show. And it is a wonderful piece of visuals and sound and a great part of Epic Universe. However, new aerial photos show that the fountain is currently drained and infrastructure work is underway. You can see these photos from BioReconstruct over on X, and you can see that they've been working on that and bringing in all kinds of stuff. Very, very cool. Let's see what we've got there. So we've got some work on seating areas and that sort of thing. So here's the question I've got, as now WDW News Today is covering it as well, and talking about the possible upgrades. Jay, I love Epic Universe. I think it's head and shoulders above any other park, maybe outside of Disney Sea. It's wonderful. I think it needs more attractions. This could be, though, another quasi-attraction if it's part of a nighttime fireworks spectacular. And Jay, I also am hoping that Universal Studios is going to leave this park open later at night. I think that would resolve a lot of the capacity issues. You know, it's at full capacity almost every single day. If they had a nighttime show, and if they would let this park stay open, maybe even do a nighttime ticket where you can come in at 7 p.m. and stay till, 1 a.m., whatever, I think that would help. But I'm very excited about this, Jay. What do you think about Epic Universe and the idea that they might be adding fireworks? And have you heard anything in that regard?
The reason why they drained the pool is because some kid peed in it. So,
Jay, we told you to get out of there. We said, get out of there. Leave it alone, Jay. It is not your own personal.
That's what you were doing when you were doing that dance? You were trying to hold it in?
No. I hope they put in bumper boats, man. That park needs a good bumper boat.
Bumper boats in dodge the fountains.
Just kidding. I will say, going to Epic Universe over spring break is, as much as I love that park, it is a nightmare above nightmares. Everything minimum 2-hour wait. Yep. And it's like, holy moly, there's a lot of people there.
But the Yoshi ride is worth it every time.
Oh, I have never seen the Yoshi ride at 75 minutes.
75 minutes?
Actually, we were there for Chris's birthday. It peaked at 130. I want to say either 130 or 140 minute wait for the Yoshi ride. And I'm like, that is a lot of people. At that
one, it was 20 minutes.
When I went with Pro and Lauren, it was at 90 minutes. And I said, wait, we're going to come back. We'll come back to this later, because everyone rushes to Nintendo. And that's when Yoshi gets a big wait. But yeah, if it was like that all throughout the day, that's insane.
The beautiful thing about Epic is they have so much to play with, and there's a lot of things that they could do. There's still an empty restaurant sitting there on the right side from this video. If you go in, that they haven't filled it with anything yet, as far as I know. So that's something that they're looking to do. The nighttime dragon flying thing that they're trying to put together is still just being tested. And every now and then, like, at least where I live, I can walk out and like you could see like them testing fireworks sometimes during the night when the park is closed and stuff like that. So there's definitely something that's going to happen that's going to be pretty pretty awesome. Now, I know at Universal Studios Orlando, they do use a giant fountain in the middle of the park, and that's where they do a drone show, and they show like clips from like the movies and stuff like that for one of their drone shows. That's pretty freaking awesome. The highlight of that drone show is when they do the Transformers, and they've got that giant Optimus Prime pointing out to the sky, and they put this giant Autobot signal in the sky. It's really cool.
Yeah.
If you catch it at the right angle. But there's so much that they could do here, and the rumors are flying about Universal. Number one, the Simpsons Land is going to be gone and replaced by Pokemon. They're talking about Zelda expansion over there as well, and possibly another resort. That's even. It's just like rumors everywhere. Every time somebody reports something, like you hear all kinds of things, and you're not sure. I wish they would put more places to sit that have shade this summer. But like, I think they're just getting started with this, and they're still working a lot of stuff out as far as like capacity. I don't know if you guys heard this or reported on this, but one of the things that I hear a lot from people is that they could be testing something soon at night where you could buy a ticket, like they could open certain portals up, and if you have a ticket, you could go in at night where the portals will open and close for a different type of ticket.
Oh,
That's a cool idea.
that'd be
And
very cool.
And there's some of those lands that are very different at night.
Yeah. I would love a nighttime ticket. I think this park needs it. It would relieve the capacity issues. And once you do that, you're playing in Disney's game, where Disney now has essentially 2 ticketed events, oftentimes for Magic Kingdom, and that all gets counted towards attendance as well. So it's all great for Universal if they go that way.
Well,
so if you walk through the portals, you could see there's something on the ground there where it looks like it could read a ticket or whatever they have to get in. And it would, like, what was explained to me is that if they start doing like you said, a night ticket where the park stays open till 2 a.m, people could actually go to the Helios and walk around Celestial Park with but if they don't have the special ticket, they can't get into the portals at certain times.
That sounds great to me, because then Celestial Park becomes a retail space to a large degree, in a dining area, and that's great. And why not have people filled in that area, right?
So they sent out a survey recently about annual passes, essentially, for Epic, and what they're asking about is not annual passes, but like, would you buy something if it was you can buy a block of 10 days, to use sparingly, or a block of like, X amount of months or something like that. So it sounds like they're not going to roll out a traditional annual pass for this park, especially when having the the massive attendance. I mean, I would probably do, a 10 pass, a 10 visit pass. I think that you could space that out accordingly.
I agree. I don't see annual passes for maybe till late next year.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but it is just like, people love this park. And right now people are okay with standing in line for 4 hours.
I think that until Disney actually does something that gets people's attention, I think you're right. There's no reason for them to do an annual pass when they're the new kid on the block.
Right.
Yeah. Virtue, what are your thoughts on a fireworks show and what that would do? I mean, one of the worries is if you did fireworks now, the park's already at capacity. I don't know how you ever get in. People be waiting, for 4, 5, 6 months to try to find an open date.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think I would like that, that's something to add to it. But if they did the nighttime ticket, I'm definitely on board for that, because then you get like the kids that are there for Nintendo World during the day, they'd be gone, like families, they would clear out and it would make it less crowded. But I didn't really think about that. You're right. I think if they do the fireworks, it is going to make it more busy. I don't know, but I do want it. Anything new. I do like Epic Universe, so I'm interested to see what they add.
And Dark Universe becomes really, really popular if there's a nighttime ticket.
But
yes, I love Dark Universe. That's actually my favorite one.
Monsters Unchained, I think, is the most impressive ride anywhere in the world.
It's fantastic.
Yes, that's my favorite ride there. That and then the Donkey Kong ride.
What they would have to do, though, if they're doing a nighttime ticket, is keep the park open for longer, because right now, when it gets dark late, you only have about an hour's worth of nighttime.
And it's so beautiful at night there.
Yeah.
It's a totally different park. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why when I went in December, when the sun was setting early, it was great because like you had hours of nighttime stuff. You can go to all the different portals, see what they look like at night. But when we were just there, last month, the sun went down at like 8 and the park closed at 9.
Yeah, that's what when I first went there, like it was right before the grand opening. If you had a pass for the regular Universal parks, I only had like 30 minutes of nighttime, and it wasn't even full night because they closed at like 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was still beautiful, but I would love an overnight thing.
Things like the Burning Blade Tavern when they light up the windmill, that at night is so much different than during the day. So much more impressive.
Yes.
Well, I love the idea of keeping this park open later. I've heard that it's a staffing issue, but we got to figure this out because this is the kind of park and this is the kind of demand that demands they keep it open later and let more people enjoy this and lower the lines and all of that. And expand. I think they're going to get the first expansion out quicker than Disney even gets the answer to Epic Universe out the door. And all of that is good for theme park lovers because competition breeds better results. Go Epic, go. And we'll see what's next up for Universal Studios.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.